Hey guys, welcome back to some more Football Manager 2017 and the final part of my non-league to legend save. The last episode was out in July, so don't worry if you haven't seen any of it yet. What do you think of the new graphics, by the way? This is sort of going to be the format of my intros. Oh, it's good to know that I've gone live. Let's get rid of that. These sort of graphics are going to be what's going to be on the intros to all of my videos on FM18, as long as they're alright. Excuse the gaffer tape on the headphones. I knacked them yesterday and haven't managed to get... well, I did manage to get replacement ones, but they were rubbish, so I've had to send them back. So yeah, it's not been great. Hello to Daza FM in the chat. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, we'll be doing some non-league to legend today. I just thought, you know, we'll tie off some loose ends. We haven't finished non-league to legend this year. I think now would be a good time to do it. This will be my last time playing FM17 personally, but I have got videos coming out Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Evening to Joe as well in the chat. Thank you very much for coming along, and hopefully we'll all enjoy. So let's get into some Football Manager. By the way, if you want to donate, if you're that way inclined, there is a link down in the description that you can click and you can donate via PayPal to us, and you'll be fully protected, so no worries about that. I would really appreciate it, but don't feel like you have to. Yeah, hopefully you guys are good. As you can see, I've played on quite a bit since the last episode, although I didn't play on. I holidayed it from the point the last episode was until 10 games from the end of the season, and we're in with a chance of playoffs. But then this came along. Newcastle United have offered a job interview. So yeah, what do I do here? That has to be the question. To open today's stream. They're in 16th place at the moment. How many games is there in the Premier League to go? There's 9 games to go in the Premier League, so it's about the same sort of distance. Do we want one last challenge in this save? Let's have a look at their squad. Kumar Babakar, he was a good player in FM a few years ago. Ben Woodburn there. Or do we just go on the way we would with Gateshead? That is the question I'm asking you guys, so let us know in the chat what you think I should do, if there's anybody in the chat, that is. There's 5 people watching at the moment, so hello to everybody watching. Make sure you say hello in the chat, and we'll definitely have a chat. And if you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe, because there is going to be plenty of FM18 content coming out on the channel in the next couple of weeks. And yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Anyway, have we got anything in the chat regarding the Newcastle job? No, we don't. There's a surprise. Anyway, let's get into the interview. We'll go to this anyway. Yeah, we've managed big clubs before. I will do a little review of non-league to legend at the end of the stream, and we'll have a look at my career. Blah blah blah. I don't know. This is weird. Yes. I mean, this is just ridiculous how long this interview is. I don't think we're going to get the job. I think we answered it quite wrong there, but we'll continue on. Joe says stay at Gateshead. Hello, Glendua. I don't know how to say your name, mate. I know you're Welsh. That's all I know. I don't actually know your first name. I haven't watched the intro video yet. I don't know if you say that, but hope you had a good day at uni if you were at uni today. And hello to Mr. Russian. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Macchum. Hello, old man Sudo. Good to see you in the chat. What do you think we should do here? We've been offered a job interview by Newcastle United. We're Gateshead in League One. These are going to be the final matches. I don't even know what's going on anymore, to be honest with you. And we have a new subscriber in Glyndŵr. Thank you very much for the subscribe. Really, really appreciate it. And look forward to working with you on FM Scout. Yes, that's right. I will be part of the FM Scout team this year. It is an honour to be part of that, to be asked to do that. And you know, it's a very good opportunity for me. I thought I'd give it a go. I've got nothing to lose, so yeah, we'll see how it goes, and I'll be producing content over there. I've got 10 initial videos planned out, probably one a week. I'll direct you towards those nearer the time. So make sure you go and subscribe to FM Scout. They are on my featured channels, and yeah, I'll be working with people like Dazza FM and Glyndŵr. I don't know how I say your name. Anyway, we've got a Sky Bet League One match to get today's episode underway. So 36 games played. We're on 52 points. We're 7 points away from playoffs. But the team's in terrible form because I holidayed for 6 months or whatever to get up to this point. Hickman scored in the last game, so let's bring him on and swap them two round, and hopefully that'll do something good. I can't really remember any of these guys, to be completely honest with you. So it's a complete lottery to see who plays today. Jack Robinson can come off. We'll put him on, and we'll stick with that. Why not? Owen Doyle's a good player, I know that. So let's get into the match. Anything else being said? Old Man Sudor, well, Newcastle is a big club. Who say it would be a good move if you don't mess up the interview. Well, we might have messed up the interview already. Old man. Or John, I think your name is, isn't it? Anyway. We've managed big clubs before on this save. The reason we came back to Gateshead was basically to reboot the series, and I just was getting bored of being at big clubs, and we came back and thought, let's have one more push at Gateshead, and we'll see. The way you say my name is as close as you'll get as a non-Welsh speaker. Your name's Jordan, hello. You'd also leave to go to Newcastle. Anyway, Fleetwood are 1-0 up. That might make the decision for us if we lose today. There's not really much to play for in the last 9 games, to be honest with you. So yeah, we'll do, maybe after this game actually, I'll do a bit of a roundup of non-league to legend so far. I realise that probably most people in the chat will not have a clue what's gone in this. I haven't done a video on this since July, so it's a long time to have not done a series and to jump in and expect people to know. I think I feel like the last episode was out before I hit 1,000 subscribers, but that might be totally wrong. Here's Weir now to Phillips on the ball, and now Jerome Sinclair to Melbourne to Sinclair. A lot of regens in this. We're 10 years in the future. Yeah, well remembered. Well, there you go. Memory like an elephant, of course. How are we all doing tonight anyway? And what have we been up to today? And what are our plans for the rest of the week / the weekend / FM18 if you're thinking that far ahead as to probably next Wednesday. I'm really hoping it. I think it was out on a Tuesday last year. I know Northman said in the FM chat that he thinks it was Wednesday last year, but my first video was on a Tuesday, and I'm pretty sure I would have done it on the day it was released. So yeah, I think it's a Tuesday, but I might be wrong. But yeah, we obviously started with Sunderland last year. Here's Hickman. That's away. That's disappointing. That's into the middle. It's away. Just checking what's going on in my version of the stream. So, Joe Hansel, you had school. How did it go? How did it go? Yeah. 1-1 at half time. Hopefully we can do something better here. So yeah, do we have any plans for FM18? Let us know in the chat. Obviously, I've got my FM18 plans video out. That came out on Monday, and the part zeros to both of my saves will be out on Monday and Tuesday, respectively. Don't know which way around it's going to go. Lewis Jack Ox, hi Joe, how did your game between me and you go? Closer than you make out. I played Lewis on Ultimate Team, and it was 3-2. Oh, what a goal that was from Bannister. That was brilliant. Warren Bannister with a brilliant free kick there. And, well, it hit off the wall. It wasn't that brilliant, but anyway, it's 70 minutes gone. Yeah, so, you know, 3-2. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Also, Christian Atsu was fouled at the end, in my opinion, and could have went through and scored. But very well played anyway, Lewis, and he played very well. Old Man Sudo's still saying Friday. Yeah, I mean, if it is next Friday, that's absolutely fine. It's the weekend. The only day I don't want it to be is Thursday, because I'm in 9 till 6 that day, which is absolutely awful. Oh no! Oh, I thought that was that was them coming in on our goal there, but it wasn't. Full time, 2-1. We're up to 9th in the league, and all of a sudden it's looking like we could have a late promotion push once again. We might not even get the Newcastle job, so yeah. Glad you had a good day, Joe, although it was a little bit boring apparently, but you always have those days at school, don't you, where they're a bit boring. Just gotta get through them. You'll miss school once you leave. How many times have you had that said to you? And you don't believe it until you have left. How many times have you had that said to you? But don't worry if you've missed any of this video, or if you're gonna miss any of them. You know, it comes out as a video after. I mean, if you've missed any of the stream, or if you're going to miss any of the stream. Old Man has got some shots fired in the chat. He's going on the notion that the Northman doesn't know anything. Yeah, let's just do that, Brighton, where they're championship, not interested. Yeah, but we're heading towards the next match. Not really heard anything from Newcastle yet, which a little bit of a surprise. Gateshead suck. Thanks, Paul. I'm sure Gateshead love you too. No, we've done quite a good job so far in our career. Let's just have a little look. Oh, look at that, Newcastle. They've went for this guy. Who's he? Where's he been? He's been in China. He's never managed in Europe, unless these clubs are in Europe, are they? That's in Serbia. Barely Europe. Qatar. Yeah, Qatar, China. Newcastle United. How annoying. Anyway, let's have a look at our history. So, those of you that are new around here, we started off at Gateshead in about, I want to say January time, but yeah. Joe said a lot of times, this Paul knows even less. Yeah, cautious Paul. We had some shots fired from Old Man Sudo regarding your very, very good friend the Northman before. So, yeah. Gateshead need a more cautious manager. I'm sure they do. But anyway, we started at Gateshead, got promoted through the playoffs that year, and then stormed League 2 the year after that, and we won there. And then we finished 8th in League 1 in our first season before we left and went on to manage Rangers. We won the Premiership a few times. Just won quite a few tournaments in general there, which was good. Up in your land, Paul. And then we left Rangers to go to Dortmund in the Bundesliga. Won the Bundesliga a couple of times, and then we resigned because we were bored and set all of our hopes on trying to get the Gateshead job back. Eventually their manager got sacked, and we went in last season, saved them from relegation and led them to a 12th place finish, and that's where we are today. That's where it ended in season 10. No, it was a very good save. It's just that, you know, I had other projects, the Life After Wenger series, which I was doing. Then I started the England one, Wigan Wanderers. Are they joking? Bottom of the Championship. Goodbye, Wigan Wanderers. Cautious Paul says the Northman is a lovely fellow. Bloody Rangers. Yeah. I mean, Aberdeen didn't offer us a job, otherwise I would have went there and done it. But you know, that's what happens. For those of you that's just joined the stream, excuse the gaffer tape. I knacked me headphones yesterday and got some on Amazon Prime for today. And yeah, it was not suitable for my needs, shall we say. When I plugged it in, the sound was still coming out the monitor as well as the headphones, which was just stupid. So yeah, I sent them back in one of those cool Amazon lockers. It was the first time I'd ever used one today. It was pretty cool, futuristic, even though I'm only 20. Anyway, Paul said, sorry, John said he's a lovely man, really, he's just Mickey taken. Of course you are, John, of course you are. Cautious Paul, how much RAM have you got? Your stream seems to run well. 16 gigabytes, my friend. But I mean, bear in mind, this is a built gaming computer that I got a few years ago. Well, it would have been about 2 years ago now, because I started YouTube, loved it, wanted a gaming PC, so got one. Greg Robinson, have you ever done or seen a Gibraltar save? No, I've seen a Gibraltar experiment, but I've never seen a Gibraltar save. So that would be cool. That would be cool. Maybe we could go managing Gibraltar and the Journeyman this year on FM18. That would be certainly interesting. I've just pressed the wrong button, but we're playing Gillingham. Where are they in the league? They are 23rd, so we should be romping this match. No, I have never seen a Gibraltar save before. Hello to the 6 people watching us right now. Makes sense, good stuff. I'm assuming you're talking about the PC. But if not, let us know in the chat. Yeah, Gibraltar, that would be an interesting one. I've seen a San Marino save before, and I guess that's kind of similar to what you would do with Gibraltar. Here's Hickman on the ball. Can he get it in the middle? He can, and Weir sticks it in the back of the net, and it's 1-0. And that's going to move us up to 58 points and only 3 points off the playoffs. And now that Newcastle have turned their backs on us, all eyes go on Gateshead and seeing if we can take them to the glories of the Championship. And the stream doesn't actually seem too far behind for once, which is really, really good. So, yeah. How's me? I'm very good, thank you. I've had a bit of a stressful day. A lot of things getting us stressed. What was it? What was it this morning? I don't know. I can't remember now. But basically, there's this software that I have to type up something. That was stressing us out. Oh, Gary Barlow tickets. That's stressed us out this morning. So, me and the missus, well, mainly me, wanted to go and see Gary Barlow. His tickets came available today for priority access because I pre-ordered his book. Yeah. And basically, I was first in line, pretty much. We got the tickets I wanted. But then the seat numbers were 21 and 23, and I was thinking, oh goodness me, I'll have to go back out of it again because they've given us 2 seats that I've got a seat in the middle of them, and that's just stupid. So I went back in and got the same again the next time. So I send it to Rachel and I say, you know, what do you think of these seats? And like, do you think they're actually together or apart? And you know, she said she's seen it before. I haven't. And that they were definitely together. So we ended up getting rows in the second back row compared to something like the 6th row, which is, you know, a little bit meh. But I'm really, really happy that I'm going to see Gary Barlow. So that was a bit stressful this morning because demand is unbelievable. I think they're all sold out, the cheaper tickets. So the only things you can get now are the VIP ones. So, which are like 170 quid or something. Oof, just wide. So that was the first stressful thing. I like the smiley face Barlow, Paul. I'm assuming you're a massive fan of Gary Barlow. if you haven't seen my video of Take That on the channel, it was released in about May, so go back and check it out. I took some footage when I went to see Take That, the first time I went to see Take That. Yeah, I went twice in the summer. Anyway, so that was for stressful event number 1. Second stressful event was bloody headphones. Trying to plug them into the computer. It came with a USB, which is what I wanted. I wanted a USB one so I could plug it into the back of my computer, just like these ones. So I had that, and that only powered the lights on the side of it. So then you had these two sort of headphone jacks, one for the mic, one for the headphone. Put them in. Obviously I don't want the mic, but put them in, set them up, and I was thinking, champion, this is great. And then all of a sudden I take my headphones off and I hear the volume through the screen, so it was just like, oh, for goodness sake. Yeah. And then I'll answer your question in a minute, Paul. So yeah, that was a bit stressful. I have to take it back and went to the Amazon locker thing. And then, yeah, third stressful event was the LaTeX thing. That, oh, it's called, and basically it's because the lecturers at uni are very snobby about using Microsoft Word, so they want you to use this thing that you can type maths on. And it was a little bit annoying just trying to get stuff onto the same page. You know, on Word you could just press enter and you could have that space, or you could reduce the font. With all this coding, I'm not doing a computer science degree. Why should I have to do all this? But it's part of the degree, so I have to do it. And yeah, that was stressful event number 3, but now fully relaxed, playing some Football Manager. Anyway, how and why are you such a Barlow fan? I don't know, I seen Take That on the concert for Diana must have been about 12 years ago. It was just after they came back, and really liked them then, and I've just liked them ever since. And yeah, it's been I've just seen that what's happening in the chat in the future, which is funny. Yeah, I really like the music, and Gary Barlow is an amazing singer, and yeah, he's a hero of mine. I am a worry, apparently. Yeah, why am I a Barlow fan? I just really enjoy the music that he writes, and just his voice, and yeah, it's that's it basically. No, I wouldn't leave me girlfriend for Gary Barlow, Greg. And yeah, if I do, Paul, I'll send her your details, or send you her details. Yeah, of course I will. No, she's currently a brass band at the moment. She's not in the stream, but hopefully she'll be in a little bit later on. I'm hoping that this will be a bit of an extended stream, to be honest with you. We'll try and get to the end of this season. I think there's, how many games? There's 8 games to go, so how long have we been streaming? About 23 minutes, so we're looking at about 10 minutes a game at the moment. The mathematician inside me. So 10 minutes a game, probably looking at another 80 minutes yet, so yeah, looking at maybe 9:30 the stream going until. Gary Barlow, a legend, leave off. Thank you, Toby. Good to see you in the chat. Hopefully you can stick around tonight and yeah, keep spamming that donation button. I've got a link down in the description. Donations are welcome, but don't spend all your pocket money this time, Toby. No, I'm only joking. Do not donate unless you really want to. Yeah, just advertising the fact that I've got a donation thing down below. How did we miss that? That was rubbish. Right then, what instrument does she play? A cornet. Paul. The only reason Take That was good was Robbie. Not true. Not true. Not true. Robbie's terrible now anyway. He looked like a chav at the Manchester concert, and yeah, he just can't sing his songs anymore, and I feel quite sorry for him. It's obviously all of his younger years of smoking and stuff. Cautious Paul, more of a Mark Owen fan, yeah. Yeah, well, you gotta love Mark, can you? But nobody's favourite is Howard, and I feel so sorry for him. You know, he's there on the stage with his little maraca or whatever, and well, it's the Gary Barlow and occasional Mark Owen show up front. It's just hilarious. What a miss, Joe. Yeah, very, very bad miss, and yeah, just absolute rubbish from James Weir there. But we are 1-0 up, still looking good. We're within 2 points of the playoffs now, so this is looking like a good late season push. Here's Bannister on the ball to Hickman, and that's away. As we're talking about Gary Barlow, Lubitich, and it's a good save. We'll bring Jack Ballantyne on because he's a great player. Jack Ballantyne. A cornet. What is this mystical brass device? It's basically a trumpet. But they don't have trumpets in brass bands. So they have a cornet instead. It's I haven't got a clue. The sort of technical side of it, but basically it's very similar to a trumpet, and that's what she plays. So if she gets sort of music books and things, i.e. Disney music books or whatever, so she can play them, then it's generally the trumpet book that she'll get because it's pretty similar. So anyway, how many people have we got watching? 5 people watching at the moment. Say hello in the chat if you haven't so far, and yeah, make sure you do subscribe if you are new. For plenty more Football Manager content. It's a long time since I've said his name. Elatharu is off. That was awful. Let's bring him back. Let's move. Who's best there? I guess Mackenzie maybe, and switch them 2 round. And go for that. We're 2-0 up here. Bowen. Chance for Bowen. Good save by Sokol there. What comedy TV shows do you watch? I like Only Fools and Horses. What else do I like? But I mean, more current ones. I quite like Taskmaster, or Master, whatever you want to call it. Quite like Would I Lie to You? Have I Got News for You? Stuff like that. Panel shows generally. I'm trying to think of other stuff. I liked Miranda Hart when she was on. Yeah, I tend not to watch a lot of TV, to be honest with you. I'm more of a sort of crime show guy if I do watch it. So yeah, that's to answer your question, Mr. Greg. Leeds United have a new manager. Interesting. We're playing Kev's team Posh next. Go and tweet him on Twitter and tell him to come and watch the demise of Peterborough United on CaptainGoodspeed's channel. So yeah, we've got him. Not got him. Got them next. But we are looking good. I think we were only 1 point behind the playoffs at one point. It's on Dave Paul. It's basically it's Greg Davis and some other guy. And you've got sort of 5 celebrities, generally comedians, but people like Richard Osman have been on there before. And he'll set them a series of tasks. So it'll be like, I don't know, there's I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. There was one where they had to make a snowman out of food. So yeah, there was stuff like that, and it would be quite funny. And then they would get rated, and sort of every episode they get a certain amount of points, and then it will go towards the series total. I think there's been about 4 series. It's on Dave most of the time, so go and check that out. Line of Duty. No, I haven't seen Line of Duty. I've heard very, very good things about it. I haven't got round to watching Line of Duty yet, but when it's back, I'll definitely check it out on the old iPlayer on my new smart TV, of course. Joe Hansel, you've been subscribed since 200 subs. Thank you very much for that. That's a long time ago. That's probably, I don't know, summer 2016 since 200 subs. You will have an Aussie, indeed, Paul. Muaz Adil, hi Joe, how's it going? It's going great, thank you. How about yourself? Also, how are you, Cautious Paul? You asked me how I was. I didn't ask how you were. How are you? Been following you for a year with all your Cricket Captain and Football Manager videos from Canada. Thank you very much, Muaz. I really hope I'm saying your name right. If not, do a phonetic spelling in the chat so that I can try and get it right. But I'll probably butcher it again. But thank you very much for the support. Hopefully you're looking forward to Football Manager 2018 at some point next week. There's already a plans video out that came out on Monday. Sorry, I was just wide, unlucky. That came out on Monday, and on next Monday and Tuesday there will be 2 videos, pod zeros to both of my saves that I will be doing daily in FM18. But thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. Calvert-Lewin, a man that we've seen in my Everton career, or will be seeing in my Everton career. Keep up the good work, thank you. And Cautious Paul, love Would I Lie to You? Yeah, it is good. It is good. You're alright? Quite tired? Had a 4-day hangover. Dear me, the worst I've had is a day. And I've only been hungover 2 or 3 times in my life. I tend not to get drunk, and if I do, it tends to end badly. Here's Sylvester. Now, Otamendi and, well, not Otamendi, Ormonde Ottaville to Sinclair, who put it in for his 16th goal of the season. Jerome Sinclair going strong. Muaz, you are, buddy. I am fine, thank you. Yeah, I'm assuming that means that I'm saying your name right, which is really good. So, no, I'm glad that somebody from Canada likes cricket. Likes watching cricket. That's considering Canada don't have a national team that plays regularly. I think they were at the 2007 World Cup, but you know, that's really good that that's sort of branching out to that side of the world, bar the West Indies. And yeah, hopefully we can get a bit of a network out there, maybe with Cricket Captain, sort of increase the exposure of cricket a little bit. Obviously, I feel like I've reached quite far and wide across the world, you know, to India, Australia, loads of places that me Cricket Captain stuff gets watched. Sawyers is going to be sacked in the morning. Cautious Paul, blaming old age on his hangovers. Yeah, whatever. I thought Scots could handle the drinks. But I guess after Strachan's departure, you just had to drown your sorrows, didn't you? What's your opinion on the whole Scotland scenario? Like, I feel like the home nations are a little bit up themselves and thinking that they're better than they actually are. You know, like, Wales are good. Northern Ireland have done a really good campaign. Scotland, you know, were unlucky in the end not to get a chance to go through. That's 3-1. That's brilliant. Game over, and that should, well, we're 1 point behind. Not too bad. So yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Yeah. You know, I don't think Scotland did too bad, and you know, whether Strachan was sacked or left, you know, it's up for debate really. But no, I'd like to know what your opinions are on that. So Muaz, I hope you can start making Cricket Captain videos daily. Can't wait to see you get to #1. It won't be daily anytime soon. I'm sorry to say it, but you know, I will be concentrating on Football Manager when that releases. I've also you know, going to be creating content over on FM Scout as well, which is a great honour. If you didn't see us announce that before, by the way. So, oh no, we've given away a penalty in the 90th minute. This could scupper our promotion chances. It's a penalty. I will go back to what I was saying in a second. Or 2-0. Oh, it's 3-3. That's really annoying, and we move back down to 62 points. Oh, how important are those 2 points going to be? Bannister. We've got 7 seconds remaining in Ballantyne to Bannister, and that is full time. So yeah, Cricket Captain won't be daily anytime soon. You know, I have got other games to concentrate on at the moment, so it'll be coming out every Tuesday and Saturday night at 8 o'clock UK time. Goodness knows what time that is in Canada, but I'm going to guess 5 hours, 6 hours behind, so probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon for you guys. While my dad still works in Ireland, that's how I start watch cricket. Fair enough, that makes sense. Cautious Paul, you've been watching the English Open snooker? No, but I've been keeping up to date with it. I'll probably watch the final if I get the chance. Or just keep watching what I can. To be honest with you, I forgot that it was being televised. I think it's on Eurosport. Your liver is horrendous, that's hilarious. Muaz, I came to Canada 10 years ago, but still watch England do great in Test cricket. Yeah, they're not doing too badly, are they? Cautious Paul, if you're honest, we had our destiny in our own hands to reach the playoffs in the last 2 qualifiers, and we slipped up to Georgia and Slovenia. That's hard to take. I do think, however, that we do think it's football 20 years ago and that we should qualify, not realising how other nations have improved across Europe and the world. Very, very much agree, Paul. That's the thing. It's like, it's the entitlement sort of argument, isn't it? It's what Holland are probably suffering from right now. And the fact they've got Advocar as manager. Greg Robinson, are you a fan of boxing? Not really, to be honest with you. Not really. You know, I'll keep up to date with it. Sort of, if there's a big fight on or something, I'll not tune in because it's ridiculous prices for box office, but I'll keep up to date on BBC and see what it's all about. But nah, not into boxing. I like Rocky. I like Rocky, if that counts. Yeah, let's get into this match. So it's Plymouth, and then we'll get back to the chat. Muaz, it's 3 PM. Yeah, there you go. I wasn't too far off, was it? 5 or 6 hours, I said, so it was 5. I picked wrong, 50-50. But 3 PM when Cricket Captain comes out, that's great. It's a good time of the day. Obviously, I work off UK time, so you know, with Cricket Captain, I probably should consider the rest of the world, because I feel like most of my viewers aren't in the UK for Cricket Captain, so I don't know. But I'm going to stick at 8 o'clock because that's less confusing for me. So, oh, it's 1-0 Plymouth. Goodness me, I can't believe we conceded that penalty. Oh, that's really annoying, and we're now 5 points behind. Ugh, forget that. Anyway, will you be attending Arsenal's Premier League victory parade in May? If it happens, I will try, but May is exam period for me, and London's quite a trek. It's a good 6-hour drive and 4-hour train journey, so it would be quite a trek. You did a bit better with F1 today. Shelved career for the moment till you learn. Exactly. You know, I think jumping into career mode too soon might be the mistake that you made. Just do races or time trials. You know, with time trials, you can learn the tracks. You can learn sort of what your pace is, and then see where you are against other people in the world, and maybe that'll sort of refine your difficulty for you. But in other news, we're 2-0 down against a pretty much relegated team at the moment, and bottling it, to say the least. We're going to bring him off. Oh, dear me. We're going to... Yeah, forget it. We'll just do that. Moaz, no, the time is totally fine. You're doing your PhD here, so once I come back home, prepare dinner and watch your videos. Well, that's wonderful to hear. I'd like to hear that more often, what people are up to while they watch your videos. That's something that's very interesting to me. Usually I'm in bed when I'm watching YouTube videos, or doing stuff in the background on the computer, but yeah, very, 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 very interesting. Anyway, tell you what, that semi-final against Netherlands was heartbreaking. I'm assuming that's Canada versus the Netherlands in cricket. If it's... Oh, right, the Football Manager one. The Football Manager one. Oh, my God, don't get me started on that. If you haven't seen my most heartbreaking game of FM ever, go and check it out, because it's something special, you know. Even though I was on the wrong side of it, Brighton can get lost, and we are going to go on holiday until the next match, and I'm going to have a chat to you guys. So make sure you get your comments down in there. And yeah, 2 own goals, absolute disaster. We were 2-1 up with about 20 seconds to go in normal time to go through the World Cup final as England. Phil Jones sticks it in the back of the net for us, and you know, 2-2. We think, alright, we'll regroup, go into extra time, and then I talk about 3 minutes away from impending doom in penalties, and oh god, who was it that scored the own goal? I think it was Michael Keane. I'm not sure to be honest with you, but it went in nonetheless, and we lost 3-2. And then the worst thing was that right on the buzzer, if you like, at 120 minutes, looping cross came in from Luke Shaw. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was waiting there to bury it in the back of the net. Offside call, and then that was the end of the match. And that was one of the saddest times I've ever played Football Manager, to be honest with you. It was a bit gutting. It was a bit gutting, to say the least. So there's 6 of you watching now. There's been 8 likes, which is really, really good to see on this sort of video. So thank you very much. I think I might tweet it out on Twitter again. But tweet it out. Knew I'd muted myself this time. And now you can hear me keyboard furiously typing away. But yeah, make sure you share us on Twitter. Try and get a few more people in the chat for this final sort of stream of FM17, I guess. And hopefully a few more people can come along. Anyway, Kane was superb. Yes, he was. He very much was. Yeah, we could have won the World Cup. Definitely. You know, we were in a World Cup semi-final that arguably we should have won, and then it's 90 minutes of football, isn't it? And that would have been the perfect end to the road to world #1 with England. But we'll see. There's 3 more videos on that, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So go and check that out, and that'll bring FM17 to a close for me. So yeah, 4 people watching now, 9 likes. Which is very much appreciated. If you haven't left a thumbs up yet, make sure you do. It honestly really does help out the channel. You know, I say it every single episode, but the thing is, that's how YouTube do their algorithms. You know, it's stuff to do with SEO, but it's also how many likes people have got over views. You know, because ViewBot was a thing a few years ago. I never was around to take advantage of it, but you know, some people would have sort of 90,000 views and only 12 likes or something like that, and now YouTube bases its algorithm or search algorithm on likes as well as all these tags and what have you, but no, likes is a big thing, and it honestly does mean the world for me and for the channel. I mean it when I say it. By the way, how cool is this colour changing light bulb? Look at this. We're snazzy in CaptainGoodspeed land. How does it look on camera? You can't really tell. If I turn this lamp out, maybe you can. So I'll go purple, and then I'll go I don't know, red, and then back to white. So we'll do this match in the illumination of colour change, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. But what do I think of the Stokes controversy? Well, I mean, we haven't heard anything from him yet. Obviously, he is in the wrong. He did something wrong. Whether he comes out and apologises for that, I don't know. But until the police have done their investigation, there's not much more we can say about it. We've seen the footage that the Sun got, but apart from that, not much else is known. So here's Sinclair. You know, I think England will miss him if we don't have him for the World Cup, for the Ashes. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah. I don't think Stokes is an Ashes winner or loser. By the way, it's gone green now. How cool is that? Yeah, I don't think it's a winner or loser, but he's certainly a big player, and he's going to be missed. But will he go with England? I doubt it, to be honest with you. The lack of stuff being said is kind of quite telling in that respect. He has Weir to Dreyer to Hickman to Dreyer to Hickman to Hayes, and that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Just seems to be me and Moaz talking at the moment. Where's Cautious Paul and Greg gone? Are you still in the chat? Let us know if you are. Joe Hansel, are you still there? What about Lewis Jack Ox? Are you there? Old Man Sudo, where have you gone? Let us know down in the comments, and let us know what you think of... Oh, what a goal that is! Let us know what you think about that goal from Luke Dreyer. I don't know where that came from. That was ridiculously good. Congratulations, Mr. Luke Dreyer. How many games we got? We've got 4 games after this, so we'll do those, and then we'll end off the stream. I'm not sure we're going to get promoted this season, unfortunately. It's looking unlikely right now, but we will try until the final whistle, as they say. And I mean, we're 4 points behind with 4 games to go. It's very much possible, but we need to go and win this game if we want to have any chance, really. Anyway, Moaz, he's such a key player. Him, Bairstow and Moan were able to get a respectable score after the top order collapses. I agree. Cautious Paul, sorry bud, was away sorting out NFL. No, that's absolutely fine. No, I was only joking. Oh, Weir's gonna get sent off. Goodness me. Anyway. We've got 8 people watching now, which is really, really good. Hello to all you 8 people. Say hello in the chat if you are new. So if you had us in the background, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cautious Paul. Yeah. This match is not going to plan, and I'm now going to change these colour changing light bulbs back to white. So we can have some... Oh, for goodness sake, I hit the post. We're under pressure here, most definitely. Can we get a late winner here? 2 points gained will be very much appreciated. Cook away. Oh no, we've lost a point. We're now 5 points behind with 4 games to go. It's looking very, very unlikely. How disappointing. How disappointing. Clark, here's Phillips. Phillips on the ball to Oramonde, to Drea, to Way. It's going to be full time, isn't it? Baxter. Phillips, Ballantyne. Come on, can we get a late equaliser? No. Helcrow, good tackle. Ballantyne, is he offside? Ballantyne, great save. Great save there. Oramonde, Ottaville, and it's offside. Don't apologise, I didn't want you to be lonely old Captain Goodspeed. Well, the less said about that, the better. 6 watching now. Favourite snooker player? Ronnie O'Sullivan. But I do like... Who do I like? I've been to see Ronnie at the Crucible. But who do I like? I quite like Sean Murphy. I like John Higgins. I liked Hendry. I like Ricky Walden. That's a bit of a obscure one. Kev's team want us. I like Ricky Walden. I like... don't like... it's easier to tell you who I don't like. I don't like Selby. Don't like Trump. Don't like Allen. Yeah, I don't really like those. What about you, Paul? Who are your favourite players? Past and present. Yeah. Who else did I like? I like Joe Swale. It's a bit of an obscure one. Hendry, obviously. I like Davis. I love Dennis Taylor as a commentator. I'm pretty sure I would have loved him as a player. Obviously, he's a bit before my time. So, yeah. You like Murphy, you can't speak to me now. Old man Pseudo, what you missed, had to pop away for 30 minutes. What were you doing in those 30 minutes? You've missed us pretty much capitulate in the run-in. You might have missed the whole Gary Barlow talk. We're talking about snooker now. What else have we talked? Talking about Ben Stokes, the cricket scandal. What else? Just have a scroll back through the chat if you want. We've talked about musical instruments. What else? Whether I like boxing. Yeah, lots of stuff in there. You like Ding and Ronnie. Cool. Yeah, Ding's alright. I've warmed to him recently, I guess. He wasn't traditionally a person I particularly liked. But, no, he's alright. Yeah. No, I don't really know why you wouldn't like Sean Murphy. He's a nice guy. I like him. I like the way he plays, really. I think that's a better description of it. I like Neil Robertson as well. He's decent. From the past, Paul Hunter, of course. You know, who knows what Paul Hunter could have achieved before he sadly passed away in 2006. Who knows? Obviously, he had the measure of the Masters. He would have won a few more of them, you would like to believe. And nah, it's really, really sad what happened to Paul Hunter. Obviously, you don't want it to happen to anybody, but somebody so young, and with so much potential. Like he wasn't much older than what I am now, so yeah. The whirlwind, obviously, and Hendry was just incredible. Yeah, if I was around in the 90s, I would have been a big Jimmy White fan, I think, and probably hated the guts of Stephen Hendry. But yeah, Jimmy White, I haven't seen much of him on telly, sort of live, but from what I've seen, he was a very entertaining player, and still is, apparently, around the practice table, but it's very, very different. Hendry was just incredible. He was like a machine, wasn't he? But that's what you need to be like. And Murphy is a bleep. Yeah, I can't say that on camera. Sinclair, Clark. I know what you mean though, Paul. He is sometimes a bit up himself, but generally he's very nice. Highest break, Paul. That's what I'm going to ask you now. My highest break was a 67 clearance, and it wasn't too long ago. It was a few weeks ago at the snooker club with my uncle, and I think I put the last 7 reds and cleared the table, and that's my best ever break. And the closest I got was 55 before that. So yeah, if you've ever played snooker, Paul, but I assume you have. Most people that like snooker have played snooker before, so let us know what your highest break is, and anybody else that wants to get involved in the snooker chat, make sure you do. White was even better naturally than O'Sullivan in my opinion. Some of the shots White could do and the power he generated. Yeah. I just think Jimmy White is very unorthodox in the way he plays. Like Ronnie O'Sullivan technically, and just sort of, yeah, Ronnie's brilliant, and I don't know, his technique is brilliant. I don't think Jimmy White's is. I think, you know, yes, he pulls off an amazing shots, but it's like Judd Trump. You know, I'm not trying to compare the two in any way, but a modern day example is Judd Trump can pull off good shots here and there that nobody else in the world could pull off, but Ronnie O'Sullivan is a better player than Judd Trump. That's just my way of looking at it. Obviously your many more years on the planet might make you disagree with that. Paul, 32 is your best break. Fair enough. You were more pub pool shark. Fair enough. Many people are. What a free kick that was by Hayes, and well, if we can get a late goal here, we might have a late push for promotion, but no, we're doing alright at the moment. 1-1. Looking quite good. Generally, you know, this is a successful season for Gateshead. They don't know these dizzy heights. You know, but it is disappointing that we've thrown away a few points recently. If we look at the schedule, we haven't won in 4, and if we'd just taken maybe 4 more points from that, we'd have been right up in the mix. We'd have been on 67 points, a point behind, and yeah, we just have thrown it away a little bit. Anyway, Apprentice needs to be watched, but good luck with the rest of the stream. Yeah, go and watch The Apprentice. I don't know how it's still running, but hope you enjoy. Greg, thank you for the good luck, and thank you for coming along to the stream. It honestly means the world. If sports psychologists were around in the 80s and 90s like they are now for Ronnie, I think White would have won a world title. Yeah, mental lack of strength was the failure. Obviously missing that black in 94, I think it was. That was horrendous. Many more years. I don't have a number, you know. Feel free to put a number in the chat, just a discreet one, you know, maybe a math sum for us to work out. I don't know the exact number. I don't know. I've seen your date of birth on Football Manager, and that placed me at about the 36-37 range, but that could be very wrong. I mean, my date of birth on Football Manager is 1980, and that's very wrong, so yeah. Do we all want to get Paul's age in the chat? My guess is 132. Yeah, it was hilarious. Like a couple of years ago, when I was doing some teaching work experience, there was an older guy teaching, and you know, he's probably in his late 50s, and they were talking about guessing people's ages, and they went, "Yeah, sir, I guess that you're 135. These little year 7s," and I was just in hysterics. Yeah, it was hilarious. They were just like, "Yeah, we guess that you're about 135, sir," and it was deadly serious as well. It wasn't even a joke. That was the funniest thing about it. And yeah, no, honestly, he must have been quite annoyed with that. Anyway, who are we going to bring off? Marlon Phillips, I think. We'll swap them two around. Let's try and get this. Yeah, that's about right. We'll see how that does. Yeah, we've got to win the last 4 games if we're to have any hope. Anyway, how old are you? And I'll come up with a maths problem for you. Well, I'm 20, so... Hello, Rachel. Good to see you in the chat. Hopefully you had a good time at Brass Band. Cautious Paul, poor man, was very, very confused about what a cornet was, and I explained to him that it's similar to a trumpet. But I couldn't tell him much more than that, so if you want to elaborate to Mr. Cautious Paul in the chat, then make sure you do. We're trying to work out Paul's age at the moment. Just have a sip of me Coke Zero, hopefully not get told off for it this time. Yeah, somebody commented on one of me Football Manager videos a few weeks ago now, saying, oh, you would be one of the best Football Manager YouTubers, but you insist on drinking your tea while recording, and it put me off after 6 minutes hearing you slurp on your tea. Yeah, there's plenty of other FM YouTubers out there. Oh, what a goal from Jerome Sinclair there. That was a good start. Corner Queen is here, indeed, Paul. Good explanation, really. Well, there you go. You see, I do listen sometimes. I was telling Paul all about our stresses with the Gary Barlow incident earlier in the day, and he was a bit worried about us, and we even got the question, would I leave my girlfriend for Gary Barlow? And of course I said that I wouldn't, and I promise you I said that. Pinky promise, in fact, that I said that. But Paul said that if I did happen to leave leave you for Gary Barlow, then to pass him your details, and yeah, take that as you will. Anyway, that was a good victory, 1-0 against Chesterfield, the Ched Evans team of this world. We're 9th in the league now. We're 5 points behind Oxford. We're 2 games to go. Don't think we're going to do it, but we'll play the extra 2 games on stream. So it'll be another sort of 10-15 minutes maybe, and then we'll see who's about at the end. We've still got 5 people watching. Yes, you would. No, I wouldn't. I promise I wouldn't. I am not attracted to Gary Barlow in that way. And I said a naughty word on YouTube, which would have been bad. So yeah, I will not say a naughty word. I am not attracted to Gary Barlow in that way. I am simply a massive fan of his music. Paul enjoyed that one. He enjoyed it. I'm still waiting for that maths problem, Paul. This is going to be quite elaborate. But no, it's been a very enjoyable series. If you've watched up to this point, make sure you let us know down in the comment section if you're watching this as a video. I doubt anybody will, to be honest, but if there is anybody, make sure you do tell us down in the comments, and yeah, you'll get some gratification with a thumbs up or something like that. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just waiting for this blooming game to process. Yeah, not much else to say here at the moment. Keep your comments coming in the chat, and I'll get back to you if you feel that way inclined. But Paul was saying before about sports psychologists, and you just feel like if Ronnie O'Sullivan met Steve Peters 10 years before he did, goodness me, I don't think there'd be a record left for Ronnie to break. It would be unbelievable. I think he'd probably won 10 world championships, and probably double figures of all the other tournaments. I mean, he's won 5-5-7 at the moment, I think. So, you know, most of those have come in the sort of last 5-6 years. I mean, yeah, time's getting on a little bit. More like the last 7 years. Most of Ronnie's tournaments have come, big tournaments have come from there, and that's terrible. Burton Albion are 1-0 up. Ugh, how annoying. How annoying. Ay, dear, dear, dear. Not watching the highlights. So Burton Albion down in 18th. It really is the tale of what could have been. Ballantyne's just stuck it in the back of the net. Wicked deflection off the wall there. But if we could get Gateshead's highest ever finish, then that would be a good end to the series, I think. Still no chats. Still no chats. Where is everybody? Here's Green. Oh, it's 2-1 now. That's annoying. It's very, very annoying. 2-1 now. Top 10 finish. Looking on the cards, were 7th would be the best position ever for us. So we at least need to draw today to keep that a possibility. And that was nearly 3-1 there. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm quite bored of this now. we're not playing well, and this will be 5 of the last 6 games that we haven't won. But Ballantyne turns it around, 2-2. That's his 2nd goal of the game. Come on, keep us in it. Keep us in it. Anyway, my age is the square root of the year England won the World Cup. 30. Take that number and deduct the amount of world titles. Huh. Oh, minus 30. Okay, so 1960. So it's 1936. So 1936 square rooted. Well, oh my goodness me, that's awful. 40 squared is 1600, so it'll be 44 maybe. I'm thinking 44 minus 7, so 37. That's what I reckon, Paul. Gonna give this a try. Be kind. She's only a physicist. She'll probably get you out to be 21, Paul, which is I'm sure what you'd want. No, I'm only joking, Rachel. Don't kill us. Don't kill us. Ballantyne to Clark, to Bannister, to Hayes. That's forward to Ballantyne. Oh, that was a chance. That was a chance. That's minus 30. Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say 30 squared is not 1966, but no, very well done. I enjoyed that question. Yeah, if you want to know the trick, 6 is the last digit on it, so I knew that it had to be 4 squared, something 4 squared, to get the 6 on the end. Because nothing else squares to give 6, I don't think, other than the last digit being 4, and it's not going to be 54. So Ballantyne in at the back of the net, 3-2, and a hat trick for him. But we're still 4 points. No, we're not. We're 2 points short of Huddersfield. So 7th is still a possibility here. Luke Dreher come off for Marlon Phillips. Robbie McKenzie will bring on as well. You've missed part of it. 37, the amount of times I've seen Atomic Kitten live, minus the times for Atomic Kitten. Damn it. You know, I'm gonna go with 1 and say 36. Just a thought. But if it's 2, then you're 35, of course. But if it's 0, who scored the 4th goal? Luke Dreher. Never seen that. Melbourne, that's forward to Sinclair. Sylvester, it's away. Connolly away now. Tom Jones is playing in this one. Toby will be pleased. Evening, Joe. You applied to be on Countdown yet? No. I don't plan on it, Paul. Evening, how are you doing? Yeah, good to see you in the stream. Cautious Paul. He's caused a domestic on stream. Don't worry, I'll leave it till he's done. Oh God. Well, shall we not stop streaming? Shall we do 10 more seasons of Non-League to Legend on this stream, so that I don't have to face the wrath? We could even get her on Skype in this stream if she wanted to be. I don't know what I'm proposing there. Well done, sir. Saw them by accident with an ex-girlfriend. Kerry Katona in full blow before the drugs and many partners. I'm assuming that was her drugs, not your drugs, Paul. Joe's getting high after this. Don't mess with her. Yeah. Don't mess with her. Clark into the middle. That's away. Tom Jones on the ball. Green. Oramonde. Sokol away. Truman. Oramonde. How's it only been half an hour gone? That's ridiculous. Right. Okay, hold on. We did a mistake there. Why did nobody say in the chat? They probably did. Rachel would be up for it. Alright then, well. Skype away then. Let's have her in the Skype chat. Hello, Rachel. You don't have to turn your camera on. I can't be bothered to work out how to do it.
Worried that you're gonna come through. No, okay, it's fine. I was worried the stream had come through, but I just muted it then.
Alright, okay, I get you. How are you doing, Rachel?
I'm doing good. What have I missed in the stream?
Not a lot. We've had some chat about Gary Barlow. We've had some chat about snooker. We've had a lad from Canada say that he's been following the Cricket Captain and not Formula 1 and Football Manager content. Not much else, to be honest with you. Cautious Paul flirting with you, you know. But
interesting.
You know. No, but Cautious Paul, the 36-year-old, of course. Oh, was it 35? I can't remember.
I think it was 36 because he went to see Atomic Kitten once.
Yeah, by mistake, before all of his drugs and multiple partners hit. Paul Jones says, love Football Manager. He once put on a CV how you won Burton Albion the Champions League in 2032. You got the job. Well, there you go.
Is that why you play this Football Manager? Are you doing it?
Well, yeah, just to put it on my CV, you know. I mean, to put it on a CV, I've heard it before. No, like there has actually been people that have got football managing jobs because of playing Football Manager. It's not in England, I don't think, but in sort of.
Are you going to be one of them, Joe?
I haven't applied for a job. Anyway, a chat about how maths people are better than physicists. Joe was very adamant about this.
Yeah, apparently that's what you've been talking about in my absence.
Well, I love how you've just typed it in the chat, even though you could have said it out loud. I don't know what's like.
Some of us haven't streamed before, Joe. Do you want to be nice?
Yeah, I will be. I'll choose to be this once.
Good. Make a change.
Oh no! We also had the colour change and light bulb on for a bit.
You mean you copied me on that one? I got it first.
I did. To be fair, I did. No. See, we've got more activity in the chat. You need to be. You need to be on the stream more often. The football guy said
time to stream.
before he he retracted his message. I assume to edit his typos, but he said you must support Gateshead. No, the premise of non-league to legend is that you start with a non-league club, or it's meant to be the bottom tier, but I just chose a non-league club that's closest to your front door, and Gateshead was the closest one. I don't support Gateshead. I like Gateshead, but they're not my team. I support Arsenal, which is miles away from where I live. So yeah. To answer that question. So how many people will go on the stream? We've got 7 people in the stream now. We've only been averaging about 4 or 5. So you've almost doubled my view count in this.
Well, you're gonna have to move the times of the stream to when I don't have brass band, aren't you?
Well, or you just don't go to brass band.
Of course, that is obviously the better option of the two. How stupid of me to forget.
Well, exactly. Oh well, we could stream over the weekend if you want. When you're here, we could do some Minecraft or something. Yeah.
What, me get put in the corner again?
Well, you can sit here if you want. You can sit here. I guess we wouldn't have to do the whole Skype thing if you were like sounded. I don't know. I
think we tried that. Wasn't the problem, Echo? You're saying don't Skype, but then you couldn't have my video, but then we could mute.
Yes, but if we were streaming, you could just pop your head into the webcam and say hello. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Last match of the series anyway against Preston, featuring Mrs. CaptainGoodspeed. So. I
mean, Preston as well. I'm not far from Preston.
Yeah, exactly. Get Erin up, and watch our home team play. And we can have a party. Anyway, where's the Rachel Q&A? Yeah, well, I'm sure it can happen. You're a gunner too. Get in. Well, there you go, football guy. And that I should have guessed by your profile picture with a guy in an Arsenal shirt. Can't tell who it is. It looks maybe like Giroud, but I can't see. Right, Rachel. Question from Cautious Paul. How long has Rachel been in a brass band?
A lot of years. I've been in this brass band for just over a year now because it's the uni brass band, but probably over 10 years. So I think I've spent over half my life in brass bands.
And have you always played the cornet? That's a question from me. I think you have, but...
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I tried out lots of brass instruments and I was awful at them all. And then I was a little bit better at the cornet, so they gave me that one. My mum said, which is the smallest and the most portable? And I was like, well, the cornet. She was like, you'll play that one.
Well, there you go. You see, told by the mother. Any more questions, Paul? And no, she's not single before you ask, so nah, this game's not going well. 0-0 at the moment. Hold on a second. Can we still get another? Hold on, I just need to check a few permutations here, Rachel. So let's just have a look at the league. 72 points. If we win this game by 10 goals, we could still get into the playoffs here. But we're not going to do that, so what's the point? It is Giroud. You like Giroud. Okay, football guy. Watch me Everton stuff. I signed Giroud for Everton on that one. Did you choose to play, or was it forced from school or family? Rachel?
No, very much chose. They came in and did an assembly like, hey, you can play these big noisy instruments. And little 7-year-old me was like, yes. And that was that.
There you go. It's the Cautious Paul and Rachel show at the moment.
I mean, yeah. Well, I'm not sure you really needed her.
Well, I'm just clicking the buttons on Football Manager. You can have as much of a conversation as you want. Right. You make me sound terrible, Joe. I'm just taking a vested interest in your life. No, it's only banter, Paul. You know that. He's a good man, Cautious Paul. To anybody out there, go and subscribe to him. There was another comment there, but I'm just going to watch this highlight before I read it. It's really disappointing that those 2 points that I said would be very, very crucial before have indeed been crucial and have cost us a chance of the playoffs. Oh, what's happened? We have a new subscriber, Thomas Mason. Hello to Thomas Mason. Is he in the stream or is he just a general subscriber? Let us know if you're watching the stream. Anyway, that is the end of the season and that is the end of the series there, but on the permission of Rachel, we'll continue for a little bit and have a little chat.
Yeah.
So yeah, we finished 9th, 70 points, 2 points off playoffs. Really, really good for Gateshead, to be honest with you. We shouldn't be disappointed with that. We've led them to the highest place since we were last at the club back in 2018-19. So that's a good season, and a couple of results here and there, and we could have definitely gone to the playoffs. Considering I holidayed half of this season, I don't think it was too bad. If we'll have a quick look at squad performances, top goal scorer was Jerome Sinclair, 17 there, 14 for Jack Ballantyne, and 11 assists for Jerome Sinclair was the best there. Let's have a look at the average ratings. Nathan Baxter, 7.10. He's Dutch. With a name like Nathan Baxter, you wouldn't expect that to be Dutch, would you? No, so he's from Manchester, but his parents must have had a Dutch parent because he's eligible to play for England and Holland. So that's very interesting there. He can speak English, Dutch and German, so there you go. Anyway, any more comments? So there was, what did you think of the Watford game? Yeah. Arsenal beaten again. It's not a surprise. The cautious Paul and Rachel show has been better than this stream. Thank you, Paul. Thanks, Paul. Paul hasn't done a video for over a week, so if you subscribe, don't expect much. Cautious Paul said, I actually went to school with Thomas Mason. How spooky. Well, I'm going to only assume Cautious Paul, he's come here to see the Cautious Paul and Rachel show. See how his old classmate
Word
is
spread, and
on,
we thought, I need to be watching that.
Well, exactly. So, no. I don't know. Shall we leave it there? Is there any final call for any comments while I just go onto the history screen, the job history, and we can have a look at my career as we come to the end of it. How many trophies have we won? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trophies in 10 years. That's not too bad, considering we've been with Gateshead for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And Rangers, how does that work? Rangers for 4 seasons. No, it's Rangers 3 seasons, Dortmund 2 seasons, Gateshead 5 seasons. So there you go. I think that adds up to 10, but you know. Cautious Paul, the CP&R show is trending on Twitter.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is, yeah. Don't go, stay live stream is the football guy's opinion. I'll stay for a couple of minutes. Cautious Paul, well done, bud. Filled the void as Celtic get thumped by Munich. I'm assuming that's happened in real life. Not a surprise at all, to be honest with you. Shall we see if the CP&R show is is trending? Shall we put it in?
Do you know what? Somehow I doubt it.
And well, it could be CPR. You know, some people talking about CPR.
Because people on Twitter so often do that, as I've heard.
Well, yeah. But you don't have Twitter, so you wouldn't know, would you? Well, there's a couple of people that have actually wrote the characters CP and R in their tweets. Funnily enough, you know, there's a 3 in 26 chance that you're gonna pick one of those letters in your tweet. So I guess that's rare, isn't it? Is that rare? I don't know. There's probably you're probably more likely to choose other letters than some. Do you know what I mean? Like the probability of choosing a Z is going to be much less than the probability of choosing T or something like that. Oh, I'm rambling now. That's probably a good time to stop. Anyway, so we haven't got any more chats, but No, thank you for coming along and guest starring in this stream, Rachel, and get me viewing figures up a bit. You know, a girl in a Football Manager stream. You know, Kev said it when Anna took over a game, like he got a spike of 100 more views or something like that, which is just...
Well, I'm so sorry I couldn't do that for you.
Well, the weekend, that's all I can say. That's all.
Is that what we're doing all weekend?
No, I've been showing everybody me gaffer taped headphones, and honestly...
yeah, I mean, it is pretty obvious, to be fair.
I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Oh, we've got Fernando Ferreira saying, thanks, Joe, from Brazil. That's absolutely crazy. Hello. To somebody completely over the other side of the world. It's probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon over there. Maybe even earlier than that. So, hello. Thank you for coming along. Anyway, that's the end of the series. If you've watched the YouTube video to this, sorry that it's not being up to the usual standard, but hopefully you have enjoyed anyway. And I've really enjoyed having a chat with you lot. You know, in that chat and having the interaction, having a few questions and a bit of banter thrown about. It's always in good fun. So go and subscribe to the YouTubers that were in the chat: Cautious Paul, Old Man Sudo, Glindua. I'm never going to say it right because I'm not Welsh. I've said Old Man Sudo. Dazza FM. Who else was in there? I'm forgetting people. TIJ and anybody else that you can think of. And yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure doing this series. It's certainly been one of my most enjoyable on Football Manager this year, and I'm doing something similar next year with the Journeyman. We're starting down at the bottom, and we're going to go through a vast array of clubs around the world and really looking to do something special. So, do you want to say goodbye, Rachel? I think you've muted your side, but if you want to,
I'm back now.
If you want to say goodbye, you can.
Yeah, goodbye everyone. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, if you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. As I said before in the stream, it really does help out the channel and it means the world to me as well. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.